Hey guys, hey everyone, this is Colby. I am officially making my first YouTube video on my channel. So this channel, just a quick intro, is dedicated exclusively to chess content only. So I will be playing games, giving my thoughts, analyzing famous games from the past, doing tactic puzzles, puzzle storms, things of that nature. A little bit about me. So I've been playing chess. I started playing chess when I was a kid in a chess club in my school, only for a year. Then kind of didn't play until college. Picked it up again in college in 2013, 2014 ish. So about 10 plus years I've been playing. I am near right below expert level, 1900 something USCF. I haven't played a tournament in a few years though, but around expert level. Yeah, and happy to give my thoughts. I've been wanting to do this for a while and haven't done it, so I'm happy to finally create a channel and go over chess. So with that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a 10 plus 5. I want to have time to properly go over my thoughts and not just a crazy blitz fiasco. Got my morning coffee locked and loaded, so ready to go. Whether I win or lose, I'm going to upload this video. Sometimes it can take a while to find a 10-5 too, because most people nowadays play bold and blitz. Hopefully we get someone though. I'll try my best to play a good game. Oh, and also I should say this afterwards, after the game, because it's a little quick. This is my first time doing this, so I might not have time to go over my thoughts in a coherent manner during the game. So after the game's over, whatever the result is, I'm gonna pop over to the analysis board function in lichess, which is really nice, right here under tools, and go over the game, give my thoughts quickly, and then get a computer analysis and review the game from there. So that's the plan for today. Here's the game. My first opponent. Let's open up with e4 and see what we get. Siciliano. .45 French. No, we get this d6 perk-like structure. Let's take the center. Let's occupy the center, the big white center, with e4 and d4. Just make sure I'm good to go. Yeah. Okay. Let's occupy the center here. Yes. So e5 is an interesting move. He's immediately offering me a transition into a queenless endgame. So take, which white's a little bit better, but from experience, I've played these structures before, and it's not much, believe it or not. I've played these before. I've won a few, I've lost a few, but I always think white's a lot better, but the computer always spits in my face and pretty much tells me black is okay. I mean, white's of course better. White's better, black can't castle, but it's not much, believe it or not. So I used to always, a couple years ago, I used to always take and go into the queenless endgame, but as I started playing stronger players in my local chess club in America where I was playing at the time, I was playing experts and masters that played this, and they were holding draws or beating me, sometimes in blitz and rapid games in these structures. So I don't think I'm gonna take. Let's just develop. I want to keep the queens on. I'm playing an e4 opening, so I want to keep the dynamic potential open. Yep, and of course he goes for this. So now I can take. If he takes immediately, then I win a pawn, because queen take, king takes, and I win a pawn. I hit the bishop and I hit the pawn. But if I take first, he's going to throw the in-between move in, and then I can't even castle. I mean, he doesn't lose castling rights, that is. So, something else. Bishop here is logical, but then take. No, bishop here takes I gotta take with the queen. I lose this. You know what? Let's play it. I want to play bishop c4 and then take on d4. So bishop c4, take. I have to take with the queen. He ruins my pawn structure, but I get the bishop pair, and I really like playing with the bishop pair on an open board like this as white. I want to attack here, so that's one option, is letting him voluntarily damage the structure. However, it's probably not the best principled move. Already posing me some problems. Interesting game already. If I take immediately, yeah, he takes here. This is a developing move, maybe. This is a developing move. I like these longer games and starting to record because this is going to force me to play slower, go over my thoughts and play slower, so I'm not just playing blitz. And as you guys know, if you don't know, playing slower chess is how you get better. Really, playing blitz is, you will get better, but marginally. There's marginal gains to be had playing blitz chess. If you really want to focus on improving your chess, play long, play rapid in classical games. It's 100% the way to go for chess improvement. Okay, I gotta make a move here. I'm burning too much time. I'm gonna go for this. I know this isn't the best, and the computer's gonna say it's not the best. I'm gonna go for this. If he takes, I'm gonna take with the pawn. Or actually, if he takes, I can take with the queen. I'm threatening mate. And so he's gonna take here first, probably, and I'm gonna take. He's gonna damage my structure. However, I get the light square bishop. I get the bishop pair. It's a dynamic game. I want to play a dynamic, imbalanced game, and that's what I'm offering to transpose into with this bishop c4 move. No, he doesn't accept it. Okay, but now I could force it, right? I mean, take. He's got to take. If I take on e5. He can't just take back, because then I take, bishop takes, and I win a pawn. So if I take, I know that's a lot. If I take here, he's got to take, but then queen takes. He doesn't have time to take because I'm threatening this. So I think this is good. I'm going to take. There's no checks. Yeah, I'm going to take here. Take, then I'll take. If he takes, again, queen takes, bishop takes, or king takes, I win a pawn. Knight takes. And I hit the bishop at the same time. So I'm much better there. So this is looking good. Bishop b7 might have been a mistake. Okay, so he's just going to go to gambit. He's going to gambit the pawn, which makes complete sense. He made an inaccuracy or mistake. Maybe he was trying to do this, but yeah. He's going to gambit the pawn for the initiative. Okay, let's take it. See what we get here. Yeah. There's bishop takes, king takes, knight. So there's bishop takes, king takes, knight, but there's the queen takes. And then if I take here, he takes my queen and I take. So let me calculate that. Let me be quiet and calculate for a second. Yeah, he's up a piece there. He's threatening this right now. Let's just, I gotta move here. I'm getting a little low on time. Let's just develop. I don't have time to be, I can't waste too much time. Under 5 minutes now, I can't keep burning time. So my commentary, again, folks, this is my first video, so bear with me here. I apologize if it's a little bit, if my commentary is a little incoherent or I'm rambling a little bit. I'll try to work on that in the future. But I'm gonna need to speed up a bit. Oh, maybe I had Queen D5. I mean, he could have easily prevented it though. Yeah, he could have prevented it though, anyways. But I don't have it now because the knight's covering it. Okay, let's go here. Hope I'm not missing something here. So, I'm up a pawn. Let's go over the position. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 6. He gambited a pawn essentially for development. He's got both his bishops and knights out, which I have as well. So I'm actually doing fine here. I'm better up a pawn, but he's got some play for it maybe. He's going to try to attack me, basically, is his point. I don't want to trade the bishop so quickly. I could take, but takes with the queen. He's on this, maybe bishop back. It's fine, but I don't want to. I want to keep my bishop pair. I don't want to. Usually in chess, this is instructive. You don't usually want to trade unless you have something concrete, a concrete follow-up, like maybe you're winning a pawn or damaging their structure, right? But all things being equal, you typically don't want to engage in trading bishops for knights in the opening unless you have something concrete. Okay, here. Okay, I'm gonna move quickly here. I don't want, of course, I can't take. I'm pinned. I kind of like this. I mean, he's overextending. He's overextending on the king side, creating some weaknesses, some holes here. Now this is a big time hole, and he helps me. I want to trade this bishop for this bishop, right? So he's helping me accomplish that task. So I'm very happy to see this. I think this is inaccurate. This is not the right way to play for my opponent. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I'm happy to see this basically. Okay, he pins me. He's offering the trade. I'm up a pawn here. Actually, I can trade. If he takes here, I can take a pawn. Not that I want to take that pawn. It doesn't matter much the position right now. I've got bigger threats. I've got bigger things to worry about. Like he's pinning me, right? So he's threatening this pawn. So right now this pawn is loose on e4. So, but I am up a pawn. I don't really want to immediately trade and help his rook, but so if I take, I'm going to go quick because I'm low on time. I'll go over this more in the analysis board in depth. Queen takes, rook takes, castle takes, or take. Sorry, queen takes, rook takes, castle takes on c3, takes, and then here he wins a pawn. I can win it back on c7, but then he wins his pawn back. Maybe not the best. So I gotta think a little bit here. I could play queen takes, bishop. No, I can't. Maybe I want to just play queen e2. No, because then knight d4. Knight d4 is a big problem. He's tying me up here. Yeah. I think I need to trade the queens here, folks. Maybe I don't need to, but this is pinned. This is loose. This is pinned. I'm up a pawn. Let's just trade the queens. I don't have time to think. Maybe not the best. We'll go over it in the analysis board. e4 is loose now. Now e4 is loose with this pin. So I can't castle long. I could push, but then he goes in. So this is he could damage my pawns. I'm not worried about. Bishop e5. Takes. I'm hitting both the rook. Bishop e5. Takes, and I'm on both these. Bishop e5 takes. Bishop e5 is interesting. Bishop e5. If he takes right here, I take a rook for free, but then he takes a piece. I take a piece. Check. I can't go. Yeah, he's winning his rook with interest, and I can't castle. That's no bueno. So bishop e5 is not good. Rule out that candidate move. I gotta move here soon. I could play pawn e5. No, he still goes in. Actually, you know what? I could just castle, right? And if takes, I have rook over. I don't have time to calculate this or think, and this might be a mistake. I'm gonna castle. If takes, knight takes, I plan. So takes on c3, winning his pawn back. I plan this. Simply pinning. I guess he has f5 there, but I have no. I don't have this. The rook is here. Okay. So maybe a mistake. We'll see. I gotta move though. I'm not gonna be able to talk as much now. And again, I could always win the pawn on c7 back when I want, but the point of castle here is basically, folks, I need to get developed here. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Okay. I just need to develop here, though. I can't burn too much time. I'm getting low on time. This is my first time commentating. So I'm a little excited, a little low on time. Got the coffee in my system. So let's see what happens here, though. So he doesn't take. I think he didn't like that. Yeah. I could shove here now. This is protected, and then no, I guess because he can always come. He can come here. Gonna have to move here. You know what? Let's just. I'm up a pawn here still, right? So how about this? If I go here, takes, and rook in, I could. If I go here, I want to go over takes, rook. I have this trapping the rook. This move, the rook is kind of locked in jail. I always have this. I might just play rook e1. Bishop takes, rook over. He wins the pawn. I really don't want to give up that pawn so easily. This bishop isn't doing much here now, right? I don't know if this is the best. Let's just defend the pawn. I need to move. I'm going to move quicker here, and I apologize to everyone. I'm not going to be able to talk as much here, so I'm just going to play moves without commentary, probably for the next couple, or with minimal commentary for the next couple minutes, and then we'll go over it in the analysis board afterwards. So now bishop c7 is a threat because rook d7. I pull the bishop back all the way, and there's no rook in. This is protected. Maybe e1 next, rook b1. I like this. I'm up a pawn. I have the bishop here. White's better. I like this. Okay. He defends it. Okay, let's play a quick move. Get some time back. Expecting b6. No, b6 is bad. b6 loses. b6... I go here, and there's no rook here because the bishop, because he takes. Okay, he's gonna go for this. I'm happy to see this now. So now I have the bishop pair versus the knights. Maybe he can try to anchor a knight in, but I'm very happy here with this. Okay, he's playing a defensive move. I like to see that too. So this is protected here. I don't need to play rook. I don't need to protect it now with the rook, right? And now I could play bishop here because he's off of that. I gotta move though. I have to move. Let's play rook here. Let's just play a useful move. Very happy with this position. I'm better here. Up a pawn, bishop pair. And he's passive. This is probably a bad. Yeah, this is a bad move. So he moving his knight backwards, passively defending a pawn. This is a bad move. This is not a step in the right direction, but I'm happy to see it. Keep up the tempo, Colby here. Let's play quick. Okay, yes. It's logical. Now I can reroute this guy. Yeah, this is defended now. I don't need to defend it with the bishop anymore. So let's improve the bishop. Let's offer a trade. We're up a piece anyways, right? Let's pre-move this. I mean, we're up a pawn, I'm sorry. So trades should always favor us. We have the bishop pair on an open board. Maybe take in knight e6. Ideas now. This is pinned now. Good. Maybe e5 now one day if I could prepare it. Not now. I want to keep this bishop open. e5 would block this bishop. I want to keep the scope of the dark square bishop open. So, and this structure is sturdy, right? This is what I call a sturdy construction. So, I don't want to mess with this right now. I've got to statically pawn up, bishop pair. Very pleasant position against the two knights. Material up and position up. So I don't want to just go for that right now. Okay. Maybe not the best because his knight can come here maybe, but let's take. I mean, can't be bad. Let's take, and then let's take the file. So there's this probably, or this, okay, or this one. Let's cut him off. So his knight can't move forward without me taking him. Very instructive pattern and concept to know. And I probably want to, I mean, I could play this. I don't want to give up my bishop pair, but I could play that if I want to. Good, I'm still recording, just making sure. I'd hate for this not to be recorded. Oh, also a good thing to note is he's pinned. The bishops are monsters here, complete monsters on the open board. Yeah. So I could bail out. I gotta move here. I gotta move here. I gotta move here. I can't burn time. He's gonna play here, most likely. And I'm not upset with that. I'll give up the bishop pair. Okay, he doesn't. He goes for this. Let's go. Let's move quick. Actually, you know, I don't want to give up. If I give up the bishop pair, if I give up the bishop pair, he comes in here. And if I give up this bishop pair, yeah, let's improve. I want to keep my bishops. I don't want to give up the bishop pair here because he gets this monster outpost and he's rocking and rolling there in that case. I'm not going to talk a lot here. Let's go here. Okay, now he... Again, don't want to give up the bishop pair just yet. Yeah, I thought that was coming. That's a good move. That's a good move. Let's kick it. I can't think here, huh? I'm floundering a little bit here because I don't have any time. I don't have time. I'm just gonna do this. I don't have any time here, which kind of stinks. I'm just gonna try to get in now. Yeah, I misplayed this slightly. I've managed to misplay this just because of the time pressure here. Yeah, he's gonna get that. He's gonna get a pawn. Now I might be losing this position, which stinks. just gonna push here. This is chess for you folks. It's brutal. It is brutal. I'm losing now. I've completely misplayed this in time pressure. Again, this is my first time recording, so I don't want to be too hard on myself. I'm still going to work through the kinks here. And hopefully, this is a good learning lesson, a good learning game, but hopefully I can get better at speaking and thinking at the same time here. Probably time to resign here. Yeah, I'm going to resign this one. Let's look at the analysis board, folks. Unfortunate that I lost, but instructive nonetheless. And this is going to be a good practice game for me to get used to playing chess and elaborating on my thought process. So I'm going to turn best moves. I'm just going to go through the position first without the best. How do I turn this off here? Best move. Okay, let's turn best moves off just for now. If my computer doesn't freeze. Okay, let's turn best moves off. Let's just the evaluation is right here. But I just want to go over my thoughts. So. And then we'll look at the computer eval after. Even though I lost this game, I'm still going to post it because I want to post games whether I win or lose. It doesn't, for me, the result doesn't matter as much as posting the video. And this is how you improve at chess. And remember, the cool thing about chess is you learn more from your losses than your wins. So this, again, I'm looking at this as an instructional game. So with that being said, I'm going to shut up and stop rambling. So let's get to the game. I play e4. We get a d6, which is a perk defense. We get this line, like I said, with the queen trade offer. Knight f3. We get a quick pin, and I played bishop c4. I'm very happy with this move, the way this turned out, because he immediately made what I would consider a mistake or an inaccuracy. We'll see what the computer says. I think this is bad because of this. And if he simply recaptures, I take the queen, whatever way he takes back. I take the pawn on e5. I'm hitting this with the fork if the king takes, and I'm hitting, and if the bishop takes, I'm hitting his bishop. So I've won a very important center pawn, and his bishop is funky, and I'm hitting him with the tempo. White's completely winning. Of course, still a lot of chess to be played, but White's much better. So he played this. So practically, he's going in for a gambit. I should say also, if he takes here, queen takes, and he doesn't have time to take because I take here, and he goes here, and I go bishop here. If I want, his king would have to come out here, which looks pretty miserable. He's probably getting checkmated soon, so I'm not going to analyze all of that. But yeah, so he played gambit style, basically, and I took the gambit pawn. Bishop takes. So black's down a pawn here. He's saying that, okay, I'm down a pawn, but I want to have an attacking game. In chess, there's something called compensation. So he's claiming that although he's down a pawn, he's claiming that he wants compensation in the form of a lead in development and an attack one day on my king. But a pawn's a pawn, and white should be better here. I just develop. Not worried if he takes, because I take with the queen. Well, if takes with the queen. Knight here hits the queen, hits the bishop, and protects on f7. So it's the knight on e5 is a monster. I would need to play queen there in that case, but let's see what happens. I don't want to drag this out too long. Analysis wise, knight f6. I played bishop g5, which I love. I think this is a great move. I want to wait for knight f6 to play bishop g5. And I'm pinning his knight, which his knight's hitting here. I'm applying pressure. Developing, applying pressure. I'm developing to the most optimal square. So I really like bishop g5. Yeah, f6. I'm sorry, h6. I could take. Queen takes, and he's hitting here, and just play bishop. But I don't want to. I really don't want to take. I think taking is an inaccuracy here. I want to keep the bishop pair. I think bishop h4 is a better move. Bishop h4. And again, like I said in the game, I was happy to see this. I believe this is an overextension. I think this is just a plain old overextension in chess where he's going to create, you know, a lot of holes in his position, etc. Namely, the f5 square if I can ever get there one day with a pony. And he politely helps my bishop get to a better square. And what's his best piece on the board? His two bishops. I would argue that his dark square bishop is his best piece. So he's helping me get my bishop to challenge his bishop one day. So this is a good. I mean, this is only helping me, I believe. He wasted tempo, pinning. He's got a concrete threat, but he wasted tempo. My bishop's a monster now. I could trade queens now, which I happily do. I think this is fine. And then I'm curious to see what the computer says here, because so right now there's a threat, right? If I play a nothing move, if I play a3, take, and here, or just take here, I castle. Okay, so castle isn't an accuracy like I thought, because he can now take and win a pawn, which he didn't do. He castled. My idea was, analyze it, take, rook e1. And I was saying maybe he has f5 here, protecting the knight, and maybe planning f4 one day. But remember, in chess, anytime you move a pawn, it can't move backwards. And also, in chess, Bobby Fischer famously said, to give squares, you've got to get them. While this move looks really good, I can't play here, by the way, you should note, because rook takes. So I can't pile up and then play a quick f3. While this looks good, where is white castling? Where is black castling? Black can never castle now, right? Because my bishop's a monster. Maybe he can try knight a5. Yeah, maybe he can try knight e5 to challenge. Maybe bishop e6. But for now, black can't castle. My idea would probably be, I want to arrange this somehow. Oh, you know what? There's a tactic here. f5, there's a tactic. Knight takes. He can't take, right? So knight takes, I'm getting a pawn. He takes a knight, he's getting a piece, and f3. And not only do I'll show that. So knight takes here. Is there any in-between move? No, I don't see. Not only am I getting a pawn, am I hitting this, I'm going to win this because it's pinned. I'm hitting the bishop at the same time. And he still can't castle. This should be really good for white, if not winning. So I think rightly so he didn't go for the pawn. Let's see what he played. He played take, and then castle. And maybe my move wasn't the best here. Bishop d3. I just want to simply defend the pawn. Let's see what the computer says. Probably fine. It's a move. Yeah, this probably was a step in the wrong direction. This is a passive move. Maybe he wants to double, but he's passively defending a pawn. And I play rook b1. I know the computer says an inaccuracy. I think this is a fine move. I think this is okay. I hit the pawn. I tie his pieces down. And if he takes, which helps me anchor this forever, now the bishop doesn't need to stay here because the pawn is defending the pawn on e4. And maybe he can go here one day, but I'll trade it. So the bishop, this move, bishop takes f3 is bad for two reasons. One, he improves my pawn structure. I don't care it's doubled. It improves my pawn structure, and it gives me flexibility. Now, this bishop is freed up. I could pin on b5, I could pin the pawn on f7 with bishop c4, and he gives up the bishop pair. I get the bishop pair for the knights now. I know I'm talking pretty fast here, and that was a mouthful, but I'll try to slow down in future videos. But this move, I'm very, very, very happy to see. And if he has to play knight here to d8, passively defend the b7 pawn, rook b1's a stellar rockstar move. So I would say white's at least +1 here. Passive knight, passive rook, uncoordinated pieces, a knight that has no future jumping forward because of the f3 square. Can't go to d5. If you ever want to go forward, I'm going to chop on f4. And they've got the bishop pair for the knights. White's killing it here. It's a shame I lost this game, but yeah, it's a learning lesson. That's what time pressure can do. Rook d1, fine move, challenging. c6 is probably fine. Now I offer the trades. Rook e8, gonna go kind of quick here. I took. Rook d1. Yeah, knight b6 is fine. He hits my bishop with a tempo, but I can just simply come back. Now here's the question. Maybe I should have traded that, because this knight's going to be a real big thorn in my side one day. I could have traded it now. Again, I had 28 seconds on my clock here. So I'm going to give myself a little pass, because this is my first time trying to explain. I'm low on time. So I could have traded here, but I want to keep my bishop pair. But food for thought. Let's see what the computer says. I started floundering here, and this move wasn't good. I don't want to trade, because basically, if I trade here, takes, and let's say play here, he gets the monster knight. So this is a monster knight on an outpost. I don't have any pawns here on the G or E files to kick it. So I mean, black's probably already equalized, if not better, just because the pony's the pony turns into a stallion here. So I don't want to, this move, I'm starting to flounder. Yeah, mistake. Yeah. Did I lose it here? Yeah, I shouldn't have traded either. Now he gets the monster outposts. Okay. I've seen enough, and at this point, I'm just so low on time, and I started to flounder and lose the game from here. No problem, though. Good learning lesson. Let's turn on the engine, best moves, and let's go over and see what, not the almighty engine, but let's see what the engine has to say here. Okay, let's go back here. Let's turn this on. So I made 6 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, and 4 blunders. 49 centi pawn loss, 81% accuracy. All of the mistakes, as you can see, were in the end game when I was low on time, and all of the mistakes were in the end game. So all my big mistakes and blunders were in the end game when I was low on time. So that's encouraging. I played a very clean opening, a middle game. 2 inaccuracies, 4 mistakes. My opponent only blundered once in the end game. Where's the blunder? King e5. Okay, let's quickly go here. I've given my thoughts, so let's quickly go here. Yeah. So here I'm already. What was the best move? Take. Okay, it's gonna say bishop b4 is fine. I'm plus point. Bishop b7. I'm already plus 0.8, almost a pawn advantage for white already. Take. Yeah, the gambit take. So at this point, white's already +1. Like I said, so white's better here. Knight develop, knight, the pin. Yeah, bishop back, h4. Yeah, again, I'm plus 0.6. After g5 lashing out, overextending, I'm about a pawn ahead. Yeah, plus 1. Like I said, helps my bishop. Yeah, the pin. I was right. Queen takes queen is the best move. About a pawn and a half almost now. Advantage. 85. Okay. Castle. Yeah. Castle's the best move. Yeah, he can't take the pawn. So castle's the best move. Bishop d3 is the best move. Yay! Played the best move. Cool. Yeah. Let's take there. So I should have played knight. Get a pair of knights off. This bishop's bad. Yeah. Should have played knight e5, but rook b1 is fine. I'm still... It goes down a bit, but I'm still plus 1.2. It helps me. This helps me. As long as I control the f4 square and the dark squares in the center, this helps me. Solidify this structure. Bishop is freed up. Passive knight. Yeah, I should have immediately broken. Yeah, so this is pretty instructive. The computer says, I didn't even consider this, but this is good. In chess, when you have the bishop pair, especially against the knights, you want to blow up the position. Bishops need open lines to be effective. This is a knight's haven. So I should play f4 here. This pawn is defended. I don't need to worry about it. And I could always re-solidify with f3. Yeah. So this is probably the most instructive moment of the game for me here, is that I have the bishop pair and he has the knights, even overemphasizing this dynamic more. I should play pawn f4 here. And whether he takes or whether I take, I open the position further. And also, I have double pawns, right? I'm getting rid of one set of my double pawns. And this pawn is defended. This is why bishop d3 is such a good move. It's prophylactically defending the e4 pawn. So I should play here. Let's say he plays g6, take. Like I said, I could even play pawn f3 here. Or again, as the computer says, blow it up even more. Open up my rook. Yeah, I like that a lot. And if knight here, I can just take and win a pawn. And I'm opening up my rook more importantly. So the big miss for me this game, I would say the big miss is missing this. I have the bishop pair. It's double pawns. Let's open up the position. I get rid of my double pawns. f4 is a beautiful move. I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't see that. Okay. Good instructive move though. So f4. I'll remember that in the future. Right here. Trade a pair. Bishop b3. Okay. I've seen enough here. Cool. Good game. I'm going to call it, folks. Thank you for everyone that's watching my first official YouTube video. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful you're watching it. I'll try to make these better and more coherent in the future and work on ways to improve this. But thanks everyone for watching it. Super happy to make this first video and post this. And yeah, have a great day everyone. Look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Bye.